Hi friends, quick question. Which do you love more, the sun or the snooze button? Personally, I'd choose the second, but regardless of whether you're a morning champion or best friends with the snooze button, we all know that nailing a killer morning routine is key to conquering the day. Well, here's the good news. You don't necessarily have to be a morning person to build that dreamy, perfect, insanely productive morning routine. Even night owls can turn those groggy mornings into gold with a few simple steps, and I'm going to share all my secrets with you today. Be sure to stick around till the end because from now on, every morning will be your best morning yet. For the purposes of this video, friends, our morning routine will be what we do from the time we wake up until we have a fixed commitment like school, classes, or university, or if you don't have any fixed commitments for that day, until 12 noon. So when should you ideally wake up? This is entirely up to you, my friends. You can wake up at any time you like, whether it be 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., or even later. But my only note is make sure that you have sufficient sleep the night before. If you have school or university in the morning, I recommend that you wake up around 5 a.m. Since classes and lectures usually tend to start around 7 or 8 a.m., this gives you about 2 to 3 hours to work with, studying, working out, doing your chores, and so on. Step 1. How do you wake up? The hardest thing about building a productive morning routine is waking up, friends. But it doesn't have to be such a tedious task. Here's how you can easily amp up your getting up game. Set your alarm to half an hour earlier than you truly need to wake up, and have something you look forward to doing as soon as you wake up. So for example, let's just say that you need to wake up at 5 a.m. Set your alarm to 4:30 a.m. the night before. When you wake up, immediately do something which gives you that much needed initial dose of dopamine for that spare 30 minutes you have now. This can be anything from scrolling on Instagram or TikTok to watching an episode of your favorite series on Netflix to even listening to some motivating music. Now, don't get me wrong here, friends. Of course, none of these are ideal to be our first activity of the day, but the truth is, it's just not practical for us to go from rotting in bed all morning on one day to waking up early to do yoga the very next day. We've all tried that kind of overnight change, and we all know how long that lasted. Right now, all we want to do is to help ourselves get out of bed without snoozing our alarm 100 times, so it's okay to start with something that can easily motivate you at first. As your body adjusts to consistently waking up at your desired time, make sure to switch to a much healthier activity, like doing some stretching, making your coffee, or reading a chapter of your favorite novel. Step 2. Use your energy levels as your motivation. Now that the boost of dopamine we gained is doing its thing in our body and making us active and energetic, we need to use this energy to reinforce our motivation to get going with the rest of our morning routine. For the first 3 days that you try out my method, friends, once your 30 minutes of playtime is done, you're going to track your energy levels. Like I've said in a previous video, the key to building a consistent routine or schedule that we genuinely want to stick to is to align it with our energy levels. So using a small notebook, see how you feel between every hour until you have to go to school or up until midday if you don't have any other commitments for that day. As an example, here's how my energy levels typically vary from the time I wake up to midday. It starts a little low as soon as I wake up but quickly increases and then dips gradually close to noon. Yours too may look like this, or it can even be different, but it honestly doesn't matter. All you need to keep in mind, my friends, is this general rule. During the hours that you have higher energy, do more mentally or physically demanding work. During the hours that your energy level seems to drop, complete less demanding work. Step 3. Decide what to do first. The second hardest thing about having a productive morning routine, friends, is starting to be productive. You need to carefully decide what you're going to do first based on your energy levels. If you're like me and your energy levels increase heavily a bit after you wake up, then you can use this productivity technique famously known as eat the frog, or simply get the worst done first. This means you'll start your productive routine by finishing that one task you will feel like putting off during the rest of the day unless you do it now. This can be something mentally demanding like studying 2 chapters of your psychology textbook, reviewing a lecture, and doing challenging math problems. Or it can be something physically demanding like cleaning your house or an intense workout. Finishing off the hardest thing on your to-do list right at the beginning will infuse you with a huge amount of satisfaction over the challenge that you just tackled, which will keep your productive momentum going all the way till the day ends. On the other hand, if you start off with lower energy, you can use the productivity technique called the 2-minute rule and get a bunch of things on your to-do list that each take you less than 2 minutes to finish and complete them all. Having all these little tasks such as writing emails, meal prepping your lunch, and arranging your study space out of your way as soon as possible is also a great first step because your satisfaction over how much you just accomplished will push you forward. Step 4. Have an effective shutdown routine. Nowadays, we all have so many routines, friends. We have workout routines, study routines, skincare routines, and so many more, but it's not always that we have a shutdown routine. As much as it's important to have an effective morning routine to own your morning, it's important to have an effective shutdown routine the night before to make your morning that bit easier. Your shutdown routine should essentially consist of self-care, putting your space to bed, and organizing your next morning. Self-care at the end of the day is not only a must, but it will also keep you healthy, happy, and motivated in the long run because attending to your body and your mind always rewards you for all the hard work you've been doing. As you get ready to wind down, make sure your house, your room, and your study space also wind down with you. Tidy it up a little, arrange the things that seem to be a little disorganized. Do those few dishes you piled up in the kitchen sink after dinner and make sure that you have a neat and clean house to wake up to. Trust me, friends, getting up to a tidy looking bedroom or study space can be a game changer in kickstarting your morning. Finally, don't forget to finish all the thinking you need to do for the morning. The fewer the decisions you have to make in the morning, the easier it is to get productive when you wake up. Because you don't have to think, then overthink, and then procrastinate looking at a mile-long to-do list. For you friends who stayed with me till now in this video, I got a small bonus resource that will make organizing your mornings even easier. It's very easy to understand and it's aesthetic, so it will look very appealing to you, and it's linked in the description box below so you can download it and use it as you like. The only payment I need from you guys is to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and set your notifications to all. That's it. Thank you for watching, friends. Remember to share this video with anyone else who'd find it useful too, and see you in my next college adventure.